Hello there, YouTube. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for clicking on the video. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well today. Today's videos are going to be a bit different. It is based on a match that I had on stream where I ran into a subtle cheater. And this is kind of like a video that Otsudarva did where he ran into a subtle cheater and there were very small hints that gave it away. This one was kind of like that, but if I didn't go back and look at the VOD, if I didn't look at the clips, if I didn't see all these little things and then one particular thing that gave it all away, I would have no idea. If I didn't have the VOD to go back through, if I didn't have the thousands of hours that I have to be suspicious in the first place, I would have no idea I went against a cheater, and I probably wouldn't have went as well as it did. In fact, I ended up killing this cheater in this match. So I want to go over it with you. The match overall felt pretty normal. Nothing felt out of place. The chases felt normal. What ended up throwing me off at first was this right here, where there were scratch marks, there was a blood trail, I was following it, and all of a sudden it was gone. There was nothing there. There was no audio. It's not like the blood led somewhere else, and blood disappears very quickly. So it's not like it led somewhere else. And the scratch marks could have went to the right, but I didn't see anyone pass over there, and the blood wasn't over there. So it's like it just vanished. And I thought, okay, well, that's a little suspicious. That's a little odd, but maybe I missed something. Maybe, I don't know, some weird bug. This is Dead by Daylight after all. So I moved on. Then I ran into this. There were two people alive still in the match, one of them being hooked across the map from here. And there are scratch marks from the David who already sussed me out earlier by disappearing while being injured, who it could also only be because he was the only one injured at that time. And he also was disappearing at multiple times in the match, but I thought, you know what, maybe I just have shitty tracking. It could be that. And so I was already suspicious of this guy for a bit, for a few reasons, but I couldn't really pinpoint anything. I couldn't say outright, okay, there's something going on here. But this is what really tripped me out to go back and look at the VOD and become really suspicious. He was on the opposite side of the map. Over here, there's scratch marks here. He was just here. And then all of a sudden, the other survivor gets saved. He's the only one that could do it. And there's scratch marks over here. Scratch marks only last 10 seconds. He had to sneak by me and get that save all the way across the map. Unhooking takes 2 seconds by itself. And do all of that in 10 seconds. And I thought, there is no way that happened unless he had some sort of a sprint burst or something. Or maybe he pebbled over here. That was something that my chat thought. Okay, maybe he pebbled and I just didn't see the noise notification. Maybe it's another bug. I don't know. He had no pebble. There was no pebble in the game at all. In fact, he didn't have a sprint burst. What he did have was a live. And so you might be thinking, okay, well, it could be a live. He could have somehow done a live and just managed to sprint over there without a noise notification. It could be a bug as well. Well, that didn't work either, because right after I went over there and I started chasing him after he got the unhook, and he used live in the next 10 seconds. Someone also pointed out that that live that he used didn't have a loud noise notification either. Now, it could be because I was right behind them. I don't know. Maybe it could have been a sound bug. But he also didn't make a noise when he did that. You can also maybe like figure out if there's something going on here with the speeds. People have pointed that out as well. I'm not entirely sure. But it wasn't a speed boost that got him over there. So this is what really set me off. After the match, I tried to check their profile to maybe clear some suspicion, check the hours, whatever, but I couldn't do that. In fact, it only proved more suspicious because they were on streamer mode and on Epic, which Epic is where most cheaters on the game are, because you can have a bunch of free accounts out the ass since they gave the game away on Epic for free a lot, and there's apparently an exploit on Epic where you can access DBD from any account, even if you don't own it, as long as you've had it once. So there's a lot of suspicion here already, so I dive into it even more. I went back and I looked through some clips, and I looked through in order to try to find something, and I finally figured out something that 100% confirmed it. And funnily enough, you've already seen it in this video. It was at the very start of the match with Lethal Pursuer. If I didn't have Lethal Pursuer, I would have no proper confirmation that this person was cheating. At the start of the match, he is the first person I go after being able to see them with Lethal Pursuer. He's in the corn, I go up, and the aura disappears, and I think to myself, okay, well, I lost him here. I don't really know where he is. Maybe he just snuck away behind an object or something. I don't know. The aura disappeared before I could get there. But it didn't. because Lethal was still up by the time his aura disappeared. In fact, there was another second that it was up before his aura disappeared. He teleported in front of me. This sly bastard teleported in front of me and made me think that my Lethal deactivated before it did. And I thought I just lost him and was just tracking like a fucking idiot. And that might be true for the rest of the match, but here, he teleported in front of me. Everything else that I've shown could be chalked up to suspicion or a heavy coincidence, but here it's plain as day. And if I didn't have a VOD to go back on because I'm a Twitch streamer, then I would have no fucking idea that I had a cheater in my game. It's just wild how subtle these guys can be. And so I just wanted to show that. I wanted to make a video on it because, my God, it really messed with me for a while. And I wanted to show you that maybe you're not crazy in the matches that you're playing. Maybe you're not losing it. Even if you win that match, like this one, maybe you're not going nuts. I mean, I'm a little crazy, but come on.